Yesterday we cover lots of topics and the questions, and the same thing. Today I am going to cover the same type of questions in CISSP. See, it's not technical exam, so you can expect not more than 1% technical stuff. 99% is management stuff you will get. So first, I am going to highlight topics. It will not take 10 minutes, domain wise, where you have to. So first, domain one. Okay, domain one. So what you need to do, domain one. What topic is the most important? Certified Information System Security Professional. This is very important. And yesterday also highlight. If you understand what is the meaning of CISSP, your 40 to 50% work has done. Okay, the CISSP containing three words, last three words is very important: system security professional. So many times the question anyone can ask about what is information system. So you can say information system may be containing data, blah blah blah. No, for CISSP information system, you can say like PPT, people process technology. Okay, yesterday also I highlight, when you are getting any question, yeah, if you're getting any question, always relate with your business impact. What value, what is the impact on business? Is it positive? It is negative. Okay, is it positive? Is it negative? First. Second, your PPT, people process technology. Always people is a paramount, right? People safety is a paramount. After that, you have to fix process, and then last you have to fix technology. And your papa, IC square, code of ethics. Okay, the four things. And yeah, your risk assessment and management. This is very important. Every question you have to relate with these four things, and after that you have to choose your answer. You can easily select a right answer. Okay, now why I'm saying, and yeah, what is the role of CISSP? So any organization start with your vision. Now, what is your vision? Your vision is to clear CISSP exam, right? Risk assessment and RM for risk management. Okay. So when you have a vision to clear this exam, so what you did, you make a mission. Mission is nothing, you can say your goals and objective. So when you make a mission, right? Your mission is to clear this exam. So when you start making, no, this is a mission, then you have to make your strategy. Okay, when you make a strategy, then you select, okay, my strategy is I would like to clear this exam within 3 months or 4 months. This exam will not take, I am saying to you, more than maximum is 4 months. That's it. If you are every day, if you are giving 2 to 3 hours, not more than that. 3 hours is enough, I'm saying. Enough. Okay. Now, when you make a strategy, that means you select that book, you trying to understand what important topic, and you start learning, right? And then meanwhile you start identifying the weakness. CISSP is all about try to find out what is my weak point. See, we are a security professional. We are a technical people. We know that what is BCP. We know that what is GRC. We know that what is supply chain, what is privacy, what is data security, right? What is SDLC phases, what is SIP, your cryptography, what is your SIPTED, what is fire suppression. We know everything. You just need to brush up. When you start brushing up, you will get maybe that 100 topic. I am not aware of 50 topic or 25 topic as per your experience. So you have to start working on those weak areas. Okay, and how you can evaluate you are clear on that weak area, doing questions. So it's recommended minimum three. 3 to 3,500 question. Okay, so 3 to 3.5 thousand question you have to do. Now, if you are doing question, I always say to professional, you know, if you are doing questions, please don't try to find out right answer, always trying to find out wrong answer. Why is wrong? Because in CISSP you have to know what is GDPR, what is OECD, what is safe harbor, what is control types, what is your privacy, what is intellectual property, right? What is provisioning deprovisioning policy, what is SDLC phase. But in exam, they will ask why SDLC phases, why security must be considered in initial phase. Okay, why actually we need your NAT, why you need NAC, right? So now here is you have to know what is this. Now you have to apply why, right? So this is little difference between. So we, if you will understand the concept very well, and I always say that CISSU work in CQ. First, you need to understand context. What is the context of CISSP? Then you have to understand the content. What is the content of CISSP? And then you have to know concept. And the proving the concept, understanding the concept, you have to do more questions, more questions, more questions. And if you will start gathering, see, you can easily get approx 1200 question in your cycles. If you will use all in all sonaris, you will get approx 600 question, right? 1200, 600, approx 1800 question. If you are joining any training institute, they will also provide questions, right? Then you can then you can easily uh, you know easily understand, oh, okay, where is my gap, and you have to fix your gap and you go for exam. The same thing what we are doing in our organization. You are trying to find scanning the vulnerability. When you'll get vulnerability, as per, you have to just you know you are just to find out those gaps and you have to fill, and after that go for exam. Okay, so I'm going to say some important topic first, and after that I'm going for questions. Yeah, when you are going to do questions, you are not doing one question, you are doing four questions. When you will get option 1, 2, 3, and 4, trying to relate why A is wrong, why B is wrong, why C is wrong, why D is right. That means it's not one question, you are trying to clear your four concept at the same time with help of only one question. This approach, it will not come immediately, and please don't apply directly in exam, right? If you are doing question, that time you have to do question as a real type exam and trying to acquire these practices inside you. And this is not for only CISSC. Future, if you are going for any certification exam, you have to apply the same approach, then it will work, right? So when you make a strategy, then you have to do your tactical plan, then you have to go for your operational plan, right? An operational plan always implemented by security implementer. And as a CISSP, your role is not implementer. Your role is develop tactical plan, make a policy. Okay, so for example, you will get you know, any direction from senior management. We are going to open one process in France, right? Okay, France. So you have to understand what is you have to analyze analysis of you can say risk assessment. What is the risk if you are going to open any process in France, right? And after that, you have to start applying the controls. So when you apply controls, yeah, resources is required, cost is required, everything is required. Then you have to analyze in such a way, and you have to make your business case, present to your senior management, take approval, and then you start your project, right? This is the, and we are doing on daily basis, right? So I'm not covering everything, and directly I'm going in the questions, and that I will let you know that hot topic. Okay, no worry. So the first question, incident management most important topic. If you have any weak area, you have to go and refer. You will get four questions, minimum four questions in exam. Risk management, sorry, incident management. Okay. Yeah. So see, when you're getting the same question in exam, okay, so what you will do is start thinking. Okay, they are saying first step of incident management, incident management procedure, and you know that why I am emphasizing more incident management and risk assessment, because here is a little confusion between professionals. When you read cybex, you will get seven step. When you will read NIST framework, when you will refer, you will get your four step, right? When you will go some other, you will get some more, no, up and down step. So it will confuse in your exam, so you have to understand the concept. So what happen in incident management, you have a concept like NIST, and I always say that please go and refer NIST. NIST is the most important, okay, most stable, NIST framework. For example, your NIST incident management, your RMF, risk management framework. Again, your SDLC, you have to understand as per your NIST. Okay, this is a sometimes confuse you in exam with with uh, uh, with you can say with words, right? So what happened in incident management as per NIST, you have a planning phase, right? First, second you have your detection, or sometimes it's also called analysis, sometimes it's also called your identification. Okay, second, your containment, your eradication, it's also called your post-mortem, and your recovery. All are, you can say, third step. And fourth one, your lesson learned, and you can say post incident activity, right? This is the your NIST framework. But if you are going to refer cybex or SAN model, they are saying first detection, then response, then mitigation, then your reporting, recovery, remediation, lesson learned, right? Now it will confuse you, what is first step, right? So you have to always understand the incident management and not incident management. If you are going to do anything, you have to understand, no, what is the classification, what is the categorization, okay, what is the severity, what is the impact. On base of this, and base of this, you have to actually uh, align your resources, right? Yes, yes, Fazil, it's a very important NIST framework. Okay. Okay, so question is saying the first step of incident management procedure is what? So when going, if you are getting any incident, what you will do? First, try to understand, try to identify. This is a real incident. Yes, it's a real. Then you start identifying what is the severity, what is the impact of this incident in our system. On base of, you have to align your resources, right? This is the first step, and after that you have to take your containment, and then eradication, then recovery, and then this one, right? So what is the answer, team? D. What is saying first step, classify the event on base of severity and type. What type of incident is, what is the severity, what is the impact, right? On base of, you align resources. Oh, this is a directly go for severity highs, so you have to put, priority one. No, severity is very low. Okay, then put priority three, right? We are doing on daily basis. So same thing happened. What is the first step of incident management procedure? First step of incident management procedure to classify the event on base of severity and type. Now, if option is there, first confirm the incident, right? If option is there, confirm the incident. So you have to select confirm the incident. For example, if they are confirm the incident. So what is the answer? Then answer A. Okay. So why I'm saying when you are doing question, always relate with option. Okay. The question is okay, first step. So what is option? Okay. On base of this, you have to select answer. Right? Okay. The first step of incident is always trying to confirm the incident, right? Answer is D. Answer is D. Why? First step is to confirm the incident, right? After that, after confirmation, what you will do? You have to identify what is the impact and what is the severity of incident, right? Then you have to take action. Oh, then you have to isolate the particular system. This is the actually a step of incident. Now, if you go in option, there is a no confirm the incident type of option is available. Now you have to select second one. What? First classify, and then you have base of classification and severity, you have to align resources, right? So answer is D. But I am saying if option is there, confirm the incident, then you have to select option A. So identify that additional technical requirement if needed. When you identify technical requirement, first you understand what is the severity, right? When you analyze what is the impact, without analyzing the impact, how you can say no, we need that forensic guy, we need a malware guy, he is a very good to analyzing the malware. Technical requirement is what, right? First you analyze, okay, this is a ransomware attack, then you have to align your technical resources. Without understand what is the severity of incident, what is the incident, how you can say no, we need three forensic guy, we need two malware guy, we need that one, you can't do this, right? So first you have to identify the what is the impact. On base of impact, you have to align resources, right? Okay. Next, while developing effective incident escalation process for incident response. Now please start relating with your day to day incident handling process. You will easily get answer what they are saying. Escalation process of incident response, what is a primary state is necessary. Escalation process, how you are going to escalate, right? Yeah. Okay. So the question is saying when you are developing an incident response, okay, mainly for your escalation process, what is the primary, you can say necessary state, how you can actually do, what is your, yeah. So if you see, I'm saying, your option D is saying incident response team managers are quickly about high risk incident, but it's only, they are, that option is talking about the relevancy of inform incident to your manager as quickly as, okay, it's talking about how you are going to inform to your manager, okay, it's not showing the state. Okay, so this one out. Now, incident is communicated to senior manager and their affected stakeholders. Yes, you have to communicate as per your severity, right? But here talking about primarily necessary state, how when you are developing. Yeah, definitely you are going to do. But what is your what point you keep in mind when you are making escalation process? Okay, impact is high, then you are going for your mid manager, then you are going for your senior manager, like this you are making, no? How you can do this? Okay, so this is also not showing critical incident is and which business units are directly impacted. Yes, On base of this, you are going to do you are going to make a escalation, right? But it's not showing the estate. What is the estate? So when you are going to make any escalation, always keep in mind the member who are going to actually give a report, and you are going to actually call this incident happen, how long they actually wait for your response. And if you are not going to reporting, what is the impact. So for example, if a high severity incident happen, you have to report senior manager. Okay, and if you are not reporting, what is the impact, right? So such mindset you have to develop during incident. Okay. Next, this is very easy. Okay, so Prasant, you are going to report to your senior manager. He is not ready to wait. When you will report incident, when you analyze, when you understand the impact, right? Without understanding, you can't shoot that incident report to him. So analyzing everything, it will take time, right? The option is the same. Option is saying how long that your member will wait, and if you are delaying to report, and if you are not reporting, what is the impact? Okay. So for example, it's a severe incident. If you want to handle incident, you need depth knowledge, right? So this is out because induction is all about basic overview or team activity. Okay. Now on job training. What is on job training? On job training always suitable when you have a permanent staff, right? The participation is every day, but here question is saying part time basis. Maybe two member will come tomorrow, and after 10 days they will not there with you. Okay, part time basis, right? So on job training will not work. Okay, if they are fixed, okay, they are going with you 6 month, then it's okay. On job training is fine, they are learning. But they are saying they are on part time basis. Okay, so part time, that they are working for only 1 and 2 hours, and after that they can going for other tasks. So on job training also not work. Now mentoring always effective when senior member establish a team and they are actually pair with junior members. Okay, incident management team, IMT. Okay, so this one also not. Now left formal training. So formal training may be good choice because every day you are getting you can say it's a new member, so you can assume they don't have a prior knowledge. Okay, so you can cover the same material every day, so they can actually perform your task. But on job training, we need permanent staff, or we need full time staff, you can say. So answer is A. Mentoring and induction you can eliminate immediately. Now you have a confusion in on job training and formal. So IMT staff, if you want, they must be available every day. Okay, because question is saying part time basis. So maybe part time, that they can work 3 hours and after that they are not available. Yeah, it's most expensive, but here is not asking your cost effective, right? They are saying most effective. If they will say, they're not asking paid or unpaid, right? If they will ask which of the following means of training is most effective and cost effective, then you have to go your other option. Yeah, so question is not asking your cost factor. Okay. Next. Yes. So question is saying the primary requirement of least privilege. You know, least privilege need to know access control represent confidentiality, right? Now the question is saying what is primary requirement of least privilege? If you are going to implement least privilege principle, what is your requirement? So least privilege always represent job function is a more granular, right? Need to know you are a you can say you are a part of operation team, so you will just able to enter that your ops room, or you can say like your uh, operation floor, right? It's a need to know basis. And least privilege, you can just uh, able to access that malware lab which actually which established in your operation. This is a least privilege, okay, because you are a malware analyzer. Okay, so it's the most granular. So always represent your job function. It's not authentication, authorization control, not potential risk factor. Okay, so what is your risk factor? Potential risk factor, and potential risk factor may be huge. Okay, yeah. So the first data owner, no, data owner is a not because question is saying what is the requirement. Data owner actually approving the access, right? If the question is asking no about who is approving, and actually the if question is asking uh, about approval, who is giving access, right? Then you can relate with data owner. But there is no data owner, so you can easily eliminate. Okay, authentication, authorization control not related to list privilege, right? Okay, so this one you can relate. Now you have B and D, potential risk factor. Potential risk factor, what is risk factor? This potential risk factor is different type of factors. You can say maybe your natural disaster, maybe your insider threat, your threat actors, okay, outsider, many things, right? But here is saying the requirement of least privilege principle. So when you're going to implement, what is required? Job function, right? Okay, so always select like this. Okay, next question is saying the function is handling more data than function can carry. You know that buffer overflow. What is the countermeasure? Yes, input validation. Always remember for exam point of view. Okay, and all are testable in exam. Your Fraggle attack, Smurf attack, buffer overflow, and DDoS attack. All are testable in exam. Okay, so domain one important topic you must have a command. Your GRC. Second, your risk management, threat modeling, then your canons, okay, and supply chain, SPM, supply chain management, same as the COTS, right? Dominate, okay, BCPDR. This one is the most important. We'll explain. It's a one type of DDoS attack. Okay, all are type of DDoS attack. Okay, it's happened layer 4, and you can say like for example, just explaining. Okay, so system A and system B. Okay, so what happened? System A will spoof B IP. Okay, and it will actually just send your request to more than 3,000, 4,000 hosts. So what happened? When you send request, they will react, right? So they will react, but because they are using B system IP, that they will react here. And at a time they will get more than 3,000 requests. What happened? The system will crash. This is a sum of attack. It's happened in layer 4, UDP packets mainly, okay, and one type of DDoS attack. Okay, next, buffer overflow. So saying first when security patch of internet software is received from vendor, what you will do? First you have to test in testing environment. This is the first step, because you can't apply on critical server, right? You can't apply critical server. If you apply, what happen? Maybe that software have a bug, or maybe the software have a some flaw. If you apply, your system will down, right? So you have to first test. So this one out. validated with using hash algorithm. How you can validate? So rollback. Okay. So that means you apply and then your system will down, then you have to do rollback. So why you are not testing first? First you test, you will get a result, right? When you will get a result, you will immediate take action. Okay. So how you can we can validate? That means validating means what? Hash algorithm validate, the validation means you are trying to check the you know during transit it's manipulated or not, right? Integrity test. But you are not getting any hash value from vendor, right? Where is the question saying hash value you are getting? Not getting, na? So B is also out. It should be test, yes. It must be test in your test testing environment. Okay. Patch should be quickly system are vulnerable. No. First test and after that you have to apply critical system. Then you have to apply vulnerable system. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. So question is saying which of the following is most critical to review? Most critical to review when preparing to outsource data repository to cloud-based solution. Disaster recovery plan? No. How you can review disaster recovery plan? Just here question is saying you are preparing to outsource. You didn't selected the vendor, right? Question is not saying you have selected a vendor and you are going to actually outsource. You're going to outsource your cloud-based solution. Question is saying most critical review when preparing. Question is a keyword. You are preparing to. You are thinking. Okay, you are preparing your draft plan to going to do this. If you already selected, oh, you are going for AWS or Azure, then you have to reach and you have to do disaster recovery and blah blah blah. Identity access management, no, because you don't have a vendor things. Vendor info security policy, no, you didn't select it. Where you can ask, okay, please provide your SOC 2 report. So what do you do? Risk assessment. Risk assessment of what? Oh, I'm going to share my data on cloud. What type of risk I can face? If a breach happen, what is the impact in our business? What controls I needed? Right. Okay. Because we have a we are going to share our whole data repository. So if breach happen, what is the impact our business? What type of data we have? Is a critical data? Yes, some critical data is there. So what type of risk we'll face? Okay, if I'm going to take no that I'm going to outsourcing the vendor, and vendor that data center is mm, Singapore. I have a EU citizen data. So what is the impact? Such type of you have to do risk assessment. If question is saying already you have selected and you do, then you can go vendor your vendor information security policy, a SOC report, blah blah blah. You can ask, right? Next, always safety of people, safety of personal, safety of, because our Papa also said that safety of community, right? Safety of personal. Yes, right. Okay. Answer is B. Next, what question is saying effective management of information as asset strongly supported by, you know that I said business is paramount. Then if you're selecting controls, people, process, technology, right? And your Papa is not talking about your data classification program, right? So how you are selecting B answer? No, it's not B. The question is saying effective management of information asset. Okay. So always not be business oriented. What business is saying? What is the risk on business? Right. On base of that, you are going to making effective management. Right. So risk policy always oriented with business needs, promote the achievement of organization, right? Organization objective. So always business oriented risk policy. Why not A? See, information or data dictionary is you can say it's a useful management tool. It's a management tool. I'm not saying it's all option is wrong. All option is right. All are supporting for effective management. But most, you know, which one is the most supporting? Without you can't run. If you don't have a data and data dictionary, you can run. But business oriented risk policy you require, right? Because we are going to. Okay. So answer is D. Okay. So domain two, important. GDPR. You can read more than 4 to 5 question. OECD, 3 to 4 question. Okay. Again, your data classific data remnants. Then your data remnants, yeah, and then your classification and categorization and roles and responsibility. Roles and responsibility. That means what is the data owner role, what is data custodian role, data controller role. Okay. And your classification and categorization. This is the important. Approx you will get 9 to 14 question in this domain. Classification and categorization. Okay. So for example, you have selected one control to apply in your asset, but the whole control is not required, right? We need some need to tailor. So as per your requirement, you are actually tweaking the particular control. It's called your tailoring. And a scoping is all about, you can say what you are going to select. So here you are selecting one control is a scoping. Okay. Okay. Next, cryptography make life hell, right? So cryptography is important. You will get approx 3 to 4 questions. Yeah. So question is saying Ramesh is a sender. His authenticity can be best ensured by. That means he is just sending a data. How we can ensure his authenticity? That's it. Others? Okay. So A want to communicate with B, right? So this is a concept. So if A want to send data to B, what he will do? He will say, "Hello, Mr. A, can you share your public key?" So A also have a public key. A also have a private key. B also have a B public key and B private key. I'm just explaining I'm not taking time in shortcut. Okay. So please don't take, you are not explaining in detail. Okay. So A want to send data to B. So what A will say, "Hello, Mr. A, can you share your public key?" So A will share public key of B. What he will do? He will use his public key, encrypt this data and send to B. B receive data that encrypted by B public key. So what he will do? He will use on private key and decrypt this data. So what he will achieve? In this method, what we are achieving? Confidentiality, right? So same thing if you see, I'm not going because it will take more than 20 minutes to explain. I can explain the concept also, you never forget, right? But what here happen, if you want to achieve if you want to achieve authenticity, so what you will do? Again, the same data is there. I'm just explaining authenticity. So please don't say no attacker here attacker and they can grab and he can. Okay, I'm not achieving confidentiality. So what A will do? A will use our own private key and decrypt this data and send to B. Okay, B received data, it's encrypted by A private key. Public key of A. So he will use his public key. Public key is publicly available. So he will use and decrypt data. Now B is using A public key. That means that data sent by A. Okay, so is authenticity achieved? Right. I'm not explaining you have to do hash and then you have to match the hash, the integrity achieve. Right. I'm not explaining because this is not a class. Okay. So if in cryptography you have to focus in your PKI, you have to understand the concept CIA, confidentiality, integrity, authenticity, non-repudiation, how it's work, your CA and RA, how it's work, what is the CRL, your X509 certificate standard, okay, and crypto attack, for exam point of view in cryptography. But this is the basic of cryptography. If you're not able to understand, it's very difficult. Such question you will respond. Okay, no need to memorize the concept. This is easily you can draw how it's what is the flow. You can easily understand. Okay, so I'm just confidentiality and authenticity trying to explain, but in you can say part wise. If you'll explain in hybrid mode, it will take minimum 20 to 25 minutes, okay, to explain how its flow works, right? Yeah, answer is A. Answer is A, because sender private key they can use and they will encrypt sender public keys, authenticity achieved. Okay. Okay, next. So non-repudiation, then what you will achieve? How you can actually detect things? So team, most important thing you have to remember exam point of view. If you are going to give exam, first 1 to 10 question, because you can't go back, right? You can spend more than 3 to 2 to 3 minutes in each question. It's okay, but try to understand question. Read 3 to 4 5 times. Okay, trying to respond in right way. You know that CAT exam. Initially, if you do wrong, it's very difficult for you to recover, right? So you have to make a strategy. Initial 1 to 10, we can spend more time, but we'll try to give a right answer. And I'm saying if you read 3 and 4 times, try to understand the question. You can easily identify the answer. But if you read once and trying to move, sometimes it's difficult. Okay. Now 10 to 30, you can little bit improve, increase your pace to responding. So for example, you can take 2 minutes for one question. If you give all 10, it's okay. Okay, but you can easily identify if you are giving right answer, you will get more difficult question. And if you are giving wrong answer, that means you will get very easy question. This is the beauty of exam. And if you get very easy, that means you are not doing well. Okay. So 10 to 30, little bit increase the speed, but try to understand. Your initial 1 to 50 question is the most crucial. If you are able to respond 30 right, you are in very good track. I am saying very good. If you give in wrong answer in beginning, it's very difficult to recover. Now this is your path, right? CAT exam, I'm just highlighting little bit. So first question is it's a difficult level, right? It's a more difficult, it's a medium, and it's a low. First question they will ask medium level. Okay, this is your confidence level, competency level, you can say. First question, if you are doing wrong, go down, right? Doing right, go up. Doing wrong, go down. Right, wrong, right. What happened? Your level is below competency level. So what happens? Sometimes exam will go till 175. Or if you are doing right, right, wrong, right, wrong, wrong, right, it's also go 175. Okay, but initially, if you are giving, you know, first question, right, up, right, up, right, up, wrong, okay, no problem, wrong, no problem, right, wrong, you are above the competency level. Okay, so it's easy for you to recover. But if you are initially 10 question, if you are giving wrong, you are going here, it's very difficult to recover. So that I am saying initial 1 to 10 question is the most crucial for you, most important in exam. Please note down this. If 5 question going wrong also, you will recover because you will get more chance, right? Maybe uh, after 5 question in 10, after 5 you are doing better. No, 10 to 20 you are actually responding 15 right, so you are above the competency level, right? Okay, so always try to. Okay, now digital signature can help. How you can help? Decreasing the available bandwidth, no. D is out. C, adding the workload of gateway, no. It's not, never. It's relevant. Providing confidentiality, and A, detecting a spam. Digital signature provide authenticity, right? So B is out. Answer is A. Now you can say what is detecting a spam? How you can detect a spam? You can easily track your sender. So digital signature help authenticate the sender, right? So we can easily track. If malicious entity trying to fake a spam email, you can easily track. Okay, so answer is A. Okay, next. If you are going to promote your security awareness program to senior management, always explain, okay, what is the need for security, and always your audience, your awareness program must be as per audience, as per audience. So it's not mean that you are going to organize awareness program for HR team and you are start explaining, that networking thing, right? So when you are going, because awareness program always conducted for changing the behavior of the employee. Okay, changing the behavior of the employee. Okay, answer is A. So the need of security, identify the message and audience. Ensure the security presentation. No, it's not, because it's saying must. No? Notify them their compliance is mandatory. No. Okay. Explain how hacker enhance info security. No. Right. They are not going to understand what you are going to say. Right. Okay. Answer is A. Good. Next. Yes. What is the best time to perform penetration test? Best time they are asking, right? So yes, team. So when you are going in exam, always think you are already CISSP. Okay, you are a CISO. Always think after every question when you are reading, you are on Zoom call and someone asking advice to you. Okay, so for this question I am taking, ask in yourself and think. Someone asking, okay, I am going to perform penetration test. When you will do? So what is your advice? And after that, after your thought process, you have to start connecting with those options, right? Then you will clear get and select best one. Now this is the second tips, but first tips is when you are going to give exam, please segregate your time. Okay, first 1 to 10, anyhow I'm trying to give 100% right answer. Maybe it will take more than, you can say, 20-25 minutes for 10 question. It's okay, time is not no, because here you have to respond in right. Okay, and after 10 to 20, this is my strategy, I'm going for 2 minutes. Okay, 20 to 50, I'm going for 1.5 minutes. Okay, then 50 to 70. After 70 you will get easy question. Okay, but if you are doing very good, 1 to 50 is horrible for you. It's look like what, I don't know what they are going to ask. Okay. Okay, so when you will perform penetration test, after attempt penetration has occurred, already you have done penetration, so why you are going to do this, right? No, so A is now. Okay, after an audit has reported weakness in security, yes, we can. Yeah, yes, if it's very difficult, then you are doing very well. Okay, after an audit has reported weakness in security controls, yes, you can. You know that sometimes if you are doing a penetration test, you are doing vulnerability scan, right? Penetration test, and you will get a report. Client will ask, okay, can you prove what you are saying, right? Sometimes, okay. So it's Spark. After various infrastructure change are made, yes, in your system, lots of changes happen. What you will do? You have to do, right, to find out some vulnerability, some exploit is there. This one park, this one park. After high turnover system staff, sometimes you can say this one you can park, but which one is the best time where you will get more impact, right? Now high turnover may be different circumstances, because uh, it's possible your company is not doing well, you are harassing, you are taking more than 12 or 13 hours. Okay, so you can also eliminate. Now B and D. So best time perform when any changes happen, right? So B and C, C is a best option. So you have to select like this. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. So question is saying confidentiality can be breached via social engineering, right? And it can be reduced through awareness training. Yes, it's fine. Social engineering best tool is awareness training. Okay. But does not eliminate the risk. That means you can't eliminate. You can reduce, right? Which of the following administrative policy can be used to mitigate the risk? Social engineering attack you have to mitigate. How you can mitigate? So first we need to understand what is social engineering, right? Now you are calling in help desk, okay, and saying I am talking ABC, and actually I am employee. This is my employee number, and you have to give my credential. Okay, they can say okay, yes sir, and they can actually provide. Okay, no authenticity, nothing. But if you apply segregation of duty, okay, he can't, he or she can't, because he or she has only half information, right? They are rely on other people, and that attacker don't know who is other people, right? So segregation of duty is the best tool as per these questions to mitigate the social engineering risk. Job rotation, job rotation will is not a segregation of duty, right? Job rotation will protect for collusion, right? Segregation duty also, you can say introduce collusion, because maker and checker both will both will no common understanding, and they will start doing fraud. So for reducing, and you can say for catching the fraud, you have to job rotation or mandatory vacation, right? Okay, next. D, job segregation of duty, previous question answer. Yeah. Administrator is maintaining an account database. Who will appropriate for classification? Classification always done by data owner, right? So who is data owner? Because it's talking about accounting database, so finance department, right? Okay, so answer is B, because data administrator is a custodian, data processor. Here talking about data classification. They never ask like no direct question. They will relate like this. Okay. Okay, so answer is B. Right. When introducing public cloud computing to the business, which of the following situation would be major concern? So the question is saying major concern. Now you have to relate with option, which is a more appropriate, more concern if you are going to, yes, finance department. If you are going to no consider all these options. Upward curve running cost trigger, yeah, it's concern, but you have to relate with other option, right? So what is major concern? You are not aware about a risk scenario. What is type of risk, right? Where you have to include in a risk profile. So if you are going to select any vendor, what we need to do, if you are going to interact with third party vendor, you have to ask no SOC report, SLA, right? Your and you have to make a risk profile, okay, with scenario, yes. So you have to, so that time you have to no just relate these options. Okay, so answer is C. Okay, next. Now, Ramesh received an email and he believed that mail sent by his friend. In actually, the mail was sent by cyber criminals. What security will indicated that message was not sent by his friend? Non-repudiation. Because non-repudiation say that you can't deny, right? Sender can't deny, and receiver also can't deny he didn't receive. Okay, answer is D. So if you are not able to, okay, okay, next. Now, in an organization has RPO 24 microseconds. See, the question is saying 24 microsecond. So what we will do? How we can actually back up, that RPO, recovery point objective. So always backup depend on your recovery point objective. Okay, so your recovery point objective is 24 microsecond. So because if you're choosing tape backup, it will take 3 to 4 hours, you can say, because you have to shift. It will take more than that also because it's a remote location, right? Database shadowing is a one type of mirroring, you can say. So it will also loss, but it's just lock your transaction. Last transaction it will loss. So it's a suitable for answer. You can park. Remote data journaling. What is remote data journaling? It's also, that means you are frequently basis you are sending data to primary site to, you know, you have a site and frequently basis you are sending data. For example, every 2 hours, right? Okay, every 2 hours you are sending. So if happen because time is 24 microsecond, so maybe you can lose data approx 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. What is your frequency, right? Clustering is all about different thing, right? So data shadowing is mirroring, which loss only last transaction. So B is a suitable answer, right? Now, team, that uh, two topic already I have covered. Now, domain three. What is the important topic? Sorry. B. Answer is B. Okay. Database shadowing is the answer, not clustering. What is the meaning of clustering? Okay. Clustering is not counted as a backup. Yeah. Clustering means you are making two server together, right? B is answer. Yeah, right. Answer is B. Okay. Okay. So we have, yeah, last question. Try this. So in recovery, you will do what type of that malware payload is there. Then you do analyze, and then you have to restore. A is a right answer. Okay. So yeah, so important topic. Please note down. So domain three, you very good understanding about your uh, shifted. Shifted is a physical security terms, right? Crime prevents through environmental design. That means we are using natural things to protect your environment, protect your organization. So for example, you can say natural bollard, you know you can say your uh, trees, everything you can say you are trying to make. Okay, now TPM is important. Okay, your fire suppression is important, right? Then your ICS and SCADA, cloud basic, most important, 6 to 7 question you can expect. And your that security model like Biba, Bella Padola, Clark Wilson is the most important. Okay, and cryptography, mainly in crypto, your PKI, your digital signature, your CA role, RA role, and crypto attack is the most important. You have to know for this exam. Domain 4, technical domain is a very tricky. So your OSI model, 2 and 3 questions, very dynamic. Okay, so you have a well understanding, then you can actually respond. If not, it's difficult to respond. Okay, OSI model. All network attacks for DDoS attack, MITM attacks, SMRF attack, SynFlood attack, okay, Fraggle attack, spamming, okay, you will get approx 7 to 8 question. Okay, all types of attack. So attacks. Then again your NAC, NAT, PAT. Okay. Then your your Wi-Fi, wireless extender. Okay. WEP, WPA2. Okay. Then your VoIP, SDN. Okay. Uh, yeah, firewall. Here they are not going to ask how you are going to ingest policy in firewall, a vendor specific. Types of firewall, how it's work, what is a stateless, what is a stateful. Okay, okay. Your DNS attack, important. Okay, and IPsec, IPsec. Okay, so it's a domain 4. Now domain 5, most important. Your MAC, DAC, RBAC, ABAC, rulback, rollback. Okay, MAC, DAC, NDAC, RBAC, rollback is the most important for exam point of view. SSO, single sign-on, federation, good understanding. Again, your IDAS is a trending, na? Your PAM, okay, and then again your provisioning, deprovisioning life cycle. Okay, now domain 6, domain 6. Okay, your SOC report, most important. Okay, your application testing. Okay, software test. Okay, application testing. Your vulnerability management, security assessment, SA. Okay, your pen test, PT. Okay, software testing, your SAS, dust. Okay, rum, synthetic testing, audit, synthetic testing. Okay, synthetic monitoring, SOC 1, SOC 2. You have a good grasp on these topics. Okay, domain 7. Domain 7 always harass you because all of you have experience, but please don't rely on your organization experience. If you put your organization best practices, okay, if you will put organization best practices, definitely you will do very wrong because operation depend upon organization to organization, operation depend upon process to process, organization operation depend upon operation. If you are working in manufacturing company, operation is totally different. If you are working in services, operation is totally different. If you are working in software development company, operation is totally different, right? So please don't put your experience in IC square concept, please. Okay, in IC square, please keep it simple. Don't trying to make complicated things. If you make complicated, it will harass you. Okay. Now domain 7, easy domain, tricky domain. Your yeah, change management, patch management, vulnerability management, IM, incident management. Okay. Then your dr testing is part of this. Your investigation. Okay. Forensic investigation, you write like this. Okay. Your change management, configuration management, one point other you can add. Okay. Then your CTI, cyber threat intel, your dr test. Okay. Again, you have to your log management and monitoring, where actually is cover SIM tool. Okay. No need to, they are going to ask how Q radar work and how ArcSight work and how Splunk work. No. Okay. IDS IPS, this is an important topic for domain 7. You have on a stronghold. Now domain 8. Domain 8 yesterday we have discussed many, but again, SDLC phases, 7 to 8 question. If you are lacking SDLC phases, it's very difficult. Yeah, chain of custody a part of forensic investigation. Okay. SDLC phases, then you courts, commercial of the self, right? For example, you are going to buy any application, ready-made application, you can say, right? So what type of risk you will face, what you will do before planning, after acquiring that, such type of things. Then your yeah, cross-site scripting, scripting forgery, right? Then SQL just attacks, you have to understand. Okay. Then CSRF, no, yeah. Then your DevOps and agile method, one in question you can expect. No, here you are not going to understand how DevOps work. That overview of concept, you have to know. But this one and this one is the most important. If you are lacking, it will harass you. I'm saying it's very difficult. And again, some your evaluation method, framework like SAMM, okay, CMI, okay, this is the most important exam point of view. This is the topic where you have to focus, no compromise. If you compromise, 7 days remaining, you have to take a leave from your office, give every day approx 10 hours. Okay, before 24 hours, please don't touch any book. Okay, and and exam center, please don't read anything. Okay, I have seen many participants in exam center till exam they are reading books. Team, you will never get the impact. Exam, you will think, oh, I'm doing very well, but your focus is totally different. So before 24 hours, please don't touch any book, take nice sleep. Okay. And after that, go for exam. You will definitely crack it. Okay. And if you will fail, please don't be motivated. The failure is the first step of success. Okay. So never think like this. Okay. You have to correct and you have to give. Okay. Thanks for connecting and best of luck for your exam, and put effort trying to use these insights in your exam. And what topic I highlighted, please focus on that. Okay. Okay, please focus on that. It is the most important. If you are lacking, still you have a 7 8 days time. Go, refer, and you have to complete this. Okay, best of luck, and definitely all of you crack it. Okay, and I will also pray. Okay, definitely you will crack it. Thanks team, thanks for connecting. Bye.